All right, Mr. Wiggins. Today, I'm Clarence Clay Owens, president and founder of Justice and Truth Advocates, homeowner advocacy program, advocating the rights of millions of U.S. homeowners for whom the American dream has become a nightmare. And today, I bring to you the story of 95-year-old Mr. Agrippa Wiggins, who served his country proudly and was wounded in gunfire during World War II. Mr. Wiggins, give us a little breakdown about who you are, where you from. Give us a little breakdown.
Well, I was born in Philadelphia, and I was inducted into service in Philadelphia, and I went into service in 1943, and I can't remember everything. You know, I'm up in age, and I can't, my memory is shot.
I understand. Yep.
But according to the mortgage company, PHH, they refused to sell me the house on the GI Bill when I was eligible for it. They refused to do it. And I confronted them several times, and they refused. And the only reason why I went through with it is because my wife wanted it so badly. I went through with it. I went on to please her.
Right.
And things got bad, and she couldn't take it. She suffered plenty, worrying about how we gonna do after things got bad. So in around 2010, she died. And doctor bills, ambulance service, hospital bills, it exhausted all my pay, all my savings. And for that reason, I'm in the shape that I'm in today. And I constantly ask the PHH to reduce my mortgage payment, and they refused. Said they couldn't do it. They refused repeatedly. I can't recall how many times I've asked them and explained to them my situation, and they refused. Said they couldn't do it. Could not do it. And accompanied that, they had somebody calling me. I believe it's a recording, because they used to call me every day. Call me, leave notes on the door, harass me, and did all those things to me. But the Bible said, through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. And we hope that in the future things will be better. We're hoping. We can only hope.
Right. Yeah, and you know, just for the record, while we're talking, and Mr. Wiggins could assert and testify to this, we were introduced to each other by some people from a local senior center here in South Jersey. And we met each other on May 13th, the day before his sheriff's sale. And although we are not a lawyer, I'm not a lawyer, I don't give legal advice, The humanity in me compelled me to give Mr. Wiggins assistance. And that very day, we assisted Mr. Wiggins with putting together an emergent motion to stay the sheriff's cell. And we were successful in doing so, but ultimately, his motion to vacate the foreclosure, to vacate the default judgment and dismiss the foreclosure complaint was ultimately denied by the Superior Court of New Jersey. What is very intriguing about Mr. Wiggins' case, again, as he just mentioned, the deal that he's fighting was commenced in 2007. And as he mentioned before, because he's a veteran, he's never used his GI Bill, his veterans benefits, and he would have been better suited with a fixed rate refinance. But PHH took it upon themselves to put him in a high cost adjustable rate mortgage. And what's actually frightening about his deal is that, and I'll show you guys this later on in the video, is that the mortgage declares that MetLife was the lender. And what is so intriguing is that the address that's designated for MetLife is the address for PHH. Also, within the 18-digit mortgage identification number, which we'll show you, the first 7 digits are reflective of the MERS Corp membership belonging to PHH, not MetLife. So PHH was behind this deal from the very beginning. And in the foreclosure complaint, they declared that MERS, as nominee for MetLife, assigned the mortgage to PHH. Well, folks, we know MERS does not own mortgage loans. They tell you so on their website. We can go to multiple cases from the Supreme Court of Washington, the Supreme Court of Oregon, the Supreme Court of Rhode Island, Supreme Court of Arkansas, in regarding Vargas from the bankruptcy court. We can keep going on. MERS is not an owner of loans, so therefore they had nothing to give to PHH. But making matters worse, the promissory note that they presented to the court displays 2 stamps that are undated but presented as endorsements. The last of which says, by PHH, endorsed in blank. So if PHH is claiming ownership of the loan, why would they show a note with an endorsement by them? Because endorsements mean what? Transfers. And if it was by them, that means they did what? Transferred the note. Here's the icing on the cake, folks. The MERS system, which declares it is the legal system to identify the owners and custodians of registered electronic promissory notes, declares that Fannie Mae is the owner of the loan. So folks, why are they telling the Superior Court of New Jersey, they being PHH, that they own the loan when the MERS system says Fannie Mae owns the loan? But what I'll end with this is, folks, is that we need your support. We need you guys to go to Mr. Wiggins' GoFundMe to raise money for his court filings, to raise money so that he can get an attorney to prosecute his lawsuit, but also to foresee and help him stay in his home and to defend the unlawful foreclosure attempt. We were able to get his foreclosure, his sheriff's cell, changed from May 13th, 2015 to January what? January 28th, 2016. So again, folks, something we're doing is working. It's just only so much we can do. And this is why we need you guys to donate to Mr. Wiggins' GoFundMe. Also, we need you to donate to Justice and Truth Advocates GoFundMe so that we can finish our website, which will be a safe haven for all Americans for whom the American dream of home ownership has turned into a nightmare. Mr. Wiggins, do you have anything that you would like to say about your deal to end it off, or anything that you would like to say to the audience that will see this video, because this will be going on every outlet that we can put it on. Would you like to say anything about your experience with working with me? Anything that you want to end with?
Well, since I met Mr. Clay, he has been very nice and very attentive. And I love working with him. And he's been very helpful. And I hope everything will be successful.
All right. All right, people. Remember the story. Mr. Agrippa Wiggins, World War II veteran who fought the evil regime of Adolf Hitler in Nazi Germany, who was wounded in combat, fighting for the very freedoms that are here being violated in the United States of America. One of which is our constitutional right to be protected from unlawful searches and seizures of our property by private parties in the government. Folks, if Wall Street is willing to do what they're doing to Mr. Agrippa Wiggins, you best believe they're doing it to everyone. Whether you're paying on time, behind, begging for a modification, or you've already been foreclosed. And with that, we end by saying, God bless the United States of America, and change is here. Take care.